Have you ever wondered how Rome, the eternal city, transformed itself in the 19th century? As we turn the pages of history back to the dawn of the 19th century, we find Rome as a city of antiquity, brimming with the grandeur of its past. Rome at this time was the capital of the Papal States, a theocratic monarchy ruled by the Pope. Rome was a city steeped in tradition, where ancient ruins whispered tales of a bygone era. The city was a living museum, its streets echoing with the footsteps of great emperors, philosophers, and warriors who had once walked its cobbled paths. However, the 19th century was destined to be a period of great transformation for Rome. The Eternal City was on the cusp of significant political, social, and architectural metamorphosis. Political undercurrents were reshaping the map of Europe. Revolutionary ideologies were challenging the age-old monarchies, and Rome too was not immune to these winds of change. The city would witness a roller coaster of political shifts, from being the capital of the Papal States to eventually becoming the capital of a unified Italy. Socially, Rome was evolving. The city was becoming a melting pot of cultures, ideas, and innovations. The 19th century saw an influx of people from different parts of Italy and Europe, each bringing their unique influences, thus enriching the social fabric of Rome. And then there was the architectural transformation. Rome, the city of ancient ruins and medieval churches, was about to embrace the architectural styles of the 19th century. The city's skyline would be punctuated with neoclassical structures, symbolizing the perfect blend of the old and the new. So the 19th century was indeed a period of immense change for Rome. It was a century that saw the Eternal City redefine its identity while staying true to its rich heritage. So buckle up as we journey through the 19th century of Rome, a century that forever changed the face of the Eternal City. To understand the transformation of Rome, we must first delve into the era of Napoleon Bonaparte. In the early 19th century, Rome experienced a seismic shift during the reign of Napoleon Bonaparte. This period, often referred to as the Napoleonic era, began with the French invasion of Rome in 1808. The Eternal City, as it was known, was forcibly annexed into the French Empire, forever altering its trajectory. Under French rule, Rome underwent significant changes. Napoleon, a self-proclaimed patron of the arts and sciences, was keen on modernizing Rome. He initiated a series of urban development projects, paving the way for the city's transformation into a modern metropolis. Streets were widened, public squares were renovated, and new buildings sprouted up across the city. The Napoleonic Code, a revolutionary legal framework, was also introduced, providing a model for many future civil law jurisdictions. However, the French rule was not without its controversies. One of the most contentious issues was the plundering of Rome's art. Napoleon, a notorious art enthusiast, systematically looted the city's artistic treasures, transferring them to Paris. Thousands of invaluable sculptures, paintings, and antiquities were stripped from Rome, leaving a cultural void that took decades to fill. The Napoleonic era was a period of significant change, marked by both progress and loss. On one hand, Rome was propelled into the modern age, its cityscape reshaped, and its legal system overhauled. On the other hand, it suffered a severe cultural depletion, its rich artistic heritage dispersed across Europe. Yet despite the challenges, Rome emerged resilient. The city adapted to its new reality, gradually regaining its cultural vibrancy and continuing its journey towards modernity. The Napoleon era, with all its complexities, became a pivotal chapter in Rome's history, shaping its future and leaving an enduring legacy. The Napoleonic era left an indelible mark on Rome, setting the stage for the upheavals of the mid-19th century. With the fall of Napoleon, Rome was plunged into a period of struggle and turmoil as the movement for Italian unification gained momentum. This period in Rome's history, the mid-19th century, was marked by the Risorgimento, a fervent push for Italian unification. The term Risorgimento, meaning resurgence or revival, perfectly encapsulates the spirit of this period. It was a time of national awakening, where the dream of a united Italy was born and nurtured. The city of Rome, with its rich history and cultural significance, was at the heart of this movement. The city's inhabitants, along with countless Italians from other regions, yearned for a unified nation, free from the control of foreign powers. Two key figures emerged during this period, leading the charge for unification: Giuseppe Garibaldi and Giuseppe Mazzini. Garibaldi, a soldier and patriot, is often hailed as the hero of the two worlds, due to his military exploits in both South America and Europe. His pivotal role in the Risorgimento, particularly during the Siege of Rome in 1849, cemented his place in history. Mazzini, on the other hand, was a political activist and writer. He was a driving force behind the formation of the modern Italian state. His writings inspired many, spreading the ideals of the Risorgimento far and wide, and his role in establishing the Roman Republic during the siege was instrumental. The Siege of Rome in 1849 was a defining moment in the struggle for unification. The city's defenders, led by Garibaldi, resisted the French forces who sought to restore the power of the Pope. Despite the eventual defeat, the siege symbolized the determination and resilience of the Italian people. The struggle for unification was not an easy one. It was a time of upheaval, of sacrifice, and of great courage. But it was also a time of hope. The dream of a united Italy, a dream that would eventually be realized, was born in the hearts of the Italian people during this period. The struggle for unification was a turbulent period in Rome's history, but it was a necessary step towards the creation of modern Italy. Finally, in 1871, Rome became the capital of a unified Italy. Yet this was just the beginning of a new chapter in its history. A city steeped in antiquity, Rome now had to transition into the role of a modern capital, a task that would require visionary urban planning and a profound respect for its historical roots. The late 19th century was a time of major urban transformation in Rome. The creation of Via Nazionale, a grand boulevard that cuts through the heart of the city, is a prime example of this. Designed to connect the Quirinal Palace, the official residence of the king, with the bustling heart of Rome, Via Nazionale was a symbol of the city's new status as a political powerhouse. It was more than just a road. It was a testament to Rome's ability to balance its rich history with the needs of a modern capital. Around the same time, another significant project was undertaken: the draining of the Pontine marshes. This vast wetland area had been a health hazard for centuries, notorious for the malarial mosquitoes it harbored. Transforming these marshlands into arable land was a monumental task, but it was a necessary one. Not only did it greatly improve public health, but it also provided Rome with valuable farmland, boosting the city's economy and helping to support its growing population. These projects, along with many others, marked Rome's transition from a city of antiquity to a modern metropolis. They demonstrated how Rome could evolve and adapt without losing sight of its past. The 19th century was a period of transformation for Rome, a city that has always been at the heart of world history. It is this history that makes Rome the eternal city that we know and love today. As we walk down the Grand Via Nazionale or marvel at the thriving farmlands where marshes once lay, we are reminded of Rome's ability to reinvent itself while remaining true to its roots. This is the essence of Rome, and it is why it remains to this day a city like no other.